Hello, air signs. Welcome back to Meaningful Motivations with Tracey Erickson. And of course, if you are new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracey Erickson, and this is your general tarot reading for air signs, and it's for September 2022. So, if you are Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, then this is your tarot reading for September 2022. And of course, since it's a general reading, just take whatever parts of this reading that resonate with you. Wow, you guys, we got the throat chakra as the main theme here for you air signs for September. This is quite interesting because as I was meditating last night, I decided to focus again on my throat chakra like I have in times past. And it was very interesting. But anyway, before we get into it, I just want to take a moment to tell you guys about Tracey's Apothecary. Tracey's Apothecary is my Etsy shop where I sell my handmade essential oil and crystal blends and other products for your ritual needs. So check out Tracey's Apothecary at traceysapothecary.etsy.com. All right, let's see what else the cards have to say here. Okay, so on the left, we have the Triumph card next to Prosperity Begins. So, I feel like you have learned to express yourself to a certain point when it comes to creating prosperity for yourself, whether it's, you plant a seed and you're nurturing it to growth, right? And that's next to the Triumph card. So I feel like at this point, you've already created some level of prosperity. All right, so let's see what else we have. Over here is Stand Your Ground next to Crown Chakra. So, so here's what I'm feeling right now. With the Stand Your Ground next to the Crown Chakra card, I feel like maybe you haven't been feeling like you've been expressing yourself properly up to this point. So now it's time to stand your ground. And with that being next to the Crown Chakra, which is the chakra that keeps us connected with Source. So I feel like what those two cards next to each other are saying is that in the month of September, you're going to see plenty of chances for you to improve the way that you are expressing yourself, expressing your ideas, and to improve what you are creating in this world. Because the throat chakra is not only about communication, such as speaking, listening, body language, and such, but the throat chakra is all about creating. So it's about, what are you creating? What are you using your voice for? And with Stand Your Ground next to the Crown Chakra, I'm honestly feeling like if you're not doing things with love, then you've lost your power. So it's time to stand your ground and stand connected to Source, connected to that unconditional love in the month of September. Now I'm going to shuffle the Rider-Waite deck and we'll get a little clarity for you air signs for September 2022. Oops. Hit the camera. All right, one more shuffle. All right. So we have the Three of Pentacles. So that one's reversed as well. So I feel like you're not really being called to look to others or to co-create as much in the month of September. I think it's going to be more of a standalone job, if you know what I mean. And the Moon card next to Page of Swords. All right. So as you begin to open up to your own shadow, represented by the moon, it looks like it's going to help you to see a new way of thinking when it comes to a certain situation, right? So, but first, instead of looking at those around you on the outside, you have to look at the inside. You have to see your part, the part that your shadow plays in all of this, before you can then see a brand new perspective. And look, then we have the Five of Swords. So what's going to happen is you're going to recognize when it's time to pick up the sword and when it's time to walk away. So are you the one that walked away? Or are you the one collecting all the swords? This is almost a sense of, ha, I told them, but did you? It looks like they may just be walking away because they don't want to deal with your conflict, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and just get the Goddess Guidance Oracle out so we can get a little advice for you air signs for September 2022. This is definitely all about refining our communication and kind of looking inward to see what we should change about the way we are expressing ourselves, right? Oop. All right, so we got Green Tara, and it says, start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. Ooh, so even though you may not be looking to others to kind of do your shadow work and all this, there is a time where you need to know when it's okay to ask other people for help. So, air signs, are you someone who complains that you have no help, but yet you haven't even asked anyone to help you? Are you someone who, instead of delegating a task to someone else in the household, are you someone who complains that someone else never did a task, but yet you never even delegated them to do the task? All right, you guys, so part of learning to communicate in the month of September is literally learning to ask for help when you need help, okay? Because you can't just sit around and expect other people to know what it is that you need, okay? So ask others. And it says including me, meaning the goddess, Green Tara. So sometimes, and it's interesting that that's right by the crown chakra card. Because sometimes when you need to ask others for help, it's not other people. Sometimes you're asking God or the universe. Sometimes you're asking archangels. So don't be afraid to ask for help, whether in the spiritual realm or here in the physical, okay? All right, now I'm going to shuffle the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and we will get 3 cards for our final message moving forward for you air signs for September 2022. All right. So the first card out of this deck is why. Are you asking why? Why? Okay, so I see that in this card there's a book with wings, right? So I feel like in some cases, the more that you ask why, then the more that you can understand. Because think about like a little kid who doesn't really know much. The biggest question they always ask is why? But it's because they're seeking knowledge everywhere they look. They don't really know much. So they're constantly asking why. Now, if you're one of those people who, you want to ask why about a certain situation in your life, but really it's time to seek that guidance from within, remember? The moon. We have stand your ground next to the crown chakra, okay? And so when you're seeking answers to the why, I really do think that moving forward, this message is saying it's time to seek that wisdom. Don't just sit around asking why, but go find out why. And next we have the Here and Now card. So I believe that it's going to be very important in the month of September to remain grounded in the present moment. Because the more that we lose ourselves in thinking about certain situations in our life, it's like we're worrying too much about the past or worrying too much about the future. And when we do that, when we're either remembering or thinking of things that haven't even happened yet, we are literally stealing the present moment from our own selves, right? So the present moment is all that we really have to work with. So it's important to be here now. So be here and now is very important to remember for the month of September, okay? So whenever you find yourself worrying about things or having anxiety over just things that you're thinking about, remember, just be in the present moment. Look around you. What can you tend to right here, right now? And the last card is Chaos and Conflict. I see this as even through chaos and conflict, you're able to see your true stripes, right? Because this is a zebra. This is not a giraffe. It looks like the skin of the giraffe is peeling off to reveal the true stripes of the zebra. All right? So even though there may be chaos and conflict in your life right now, it's helping you to understand who you really are. Again, with the moon card showing up. So I feel like any chaos that you feel like you're going through in the month of September is actually going to lead to great things, because you're going to recognize who you really are, what power you possess, and then you'll be able to build a new foundation from there. All right, air signs, if you like this video, don't forget to click that like button and share this video with all your air sign friends out there. And of course, if you're a viewer but not yet a subscriber, I would love for you to click subscribe down below. And once you have subscribed, you can turn on that notifications bell if you would like to be notified each and every time I upload a new video. Thank you guys so much for watching and spending your time with me. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.